Hey YouTube, we got another video for you. It's going to be aZapatos versus Caard. We have got 2 games of them playing, and in no time, aZapatos has already done his signature wave dash, whether you want to call it the land dash or the zap dash. We'll at least refer to it as a zap dash whenever our boy Zap is doing it. Nice cuts and backflip to score this Caard. Just barely not able to get the save, and so aZapatos can finish it however he wants. So these are 2 recent games, I believe towards the end of the month, that these guys played, and we'll see how they match up against each other. We actually got to see aZapatos versus Yan in, oh, what a great counter. You got to be careful if you're Zap. But we got to see aZapatos versus Yan on Johnny Boy's channel. If you guys haven't seen that, I guarantee it's out on YouTube by now. You can go check it out and see that show match. That ended up being a best of 7 between them. aZapatos put up a good fight. I think a more even match might be Caard. In fact, aZapatos might even be slightly favored with these 2. But Caard has been playing a bunch of ranked games. So actually before these 2 that we're going to watch, because we're only going to watch 2 of them today, they had actually played many, I think 4 or 5 before this, and had gone mostly equal for the most part. So we'll see how these final 2 games did and who has the edge after a long session, because get an idea of who might be winning in show matches as these guys play longer and longer and longer, and get that kind of show match feel where you get to adjust to a specific opponent, who will have the edge in the long run. aZapatos able to go for this wave dash kickoff again. This is what we saw in Turf Wars. Despite losing the ball, you could say, back into his half, he was always quicker to this midfield boost and then able to make something out of it. In this case, he's going to go up 3-1 over Caard. He'll go for the wave dash here on the diagonal. He will. In fact, Caard is willing to do it as well, but I'm not sure he has the kind of technique that aZapatos does. aZapatos is incredibly greedy here, though. Trying to go for a reset at single jump height all the way at the midfield is really just stylish and not very practical. He's able to get away with it. And now a quick shot on 0 boost is going to be sent to the back wall. We saw Caard just a moment ago. The only goal of the game so far for him was off of what he just tried to do as well. The pass to himself off the back wall into power shot. It was something that he did previously where he kind of chipped it into the wall. You get just the right amount of bounce that you can set up a really strong shot no matter what kind of boost you have. That's what Caard tried to do again, but because aZapatos put pressure, he ended up flipping past the ball. Of course, eventually Caard got his goal either way. He's got himself a possession now. He's going to front flip. aZapatos is right on top of him at the midfield, unable to get the dunk angle. aZapatos does just enough to direct it away. Now Caard, he can't get the save. aZapatos, the speed with the ball, is going to pay off here as he takes a 2-goal lead. Caard trying to match aZapatos on the wave dash. He actually got his wave dash faster this time around. Who's going to come out with possession? Caard not going to try and dive and take it away at the midfield. aZapatos thought he saw some open space. Caard able to stop it. The boost steal comes out for aZapatos, though, so it isn't really the end of the world for him. In fact, the possession will eventually be a goal. aZapatos doing a good job of playing that boost starved gameplay that you see from so many 1v1ers. Put on a strong enough shot, steal the corner, and break the defender down. As long as you can stay in control of the ball and keep that kind of pressure, you usually come out on top. Only the best of goal line defenders, 0 boost defenders, can escape, and so far that hasn't been Caard in this matchup between these 2. aZapatos going to steal this corner, so Caard takes a slight detour to the midfield. Make sure he gets 100, but he actually just wasted a ton and had a very poor recovery. He's lucky that aZapatos didn't make a quick shot. Now he's got himself a wall to air dribble. One of the things that we saw from Caard is great aerial gameplay. If you saw Caard in either my show matches against Raziers, or I think he also played a show match against Gomb on Johnny's, he is very mechanical, just like his teammate Yan. And what an interesting kickoff. This is the first time I've seen this work, and I'm actually going to watch this again from aZapatos' perspective, because I've seen a ton of players do this, what I thought was on accident, the single jump kickoff, and aZapatos didn't go wave dash. I'm just so surprised that that worked out. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pause it. I'm going to skip replays whenever I hit that pause on accident, but that's not how watching a replay works. It only works in a live show match. But Caard within 1 now. Minute 40 left to go. reversing and trying to gain control of this ball. It's not something you actually see work very often, but he is about to get a scoring opportunity out of it unless he just chokes the ball away and doesn't make a decision fast enough. I think he wanted to shoot it high, but instead just touched it not at all. He does eventually score, though, so credit to him for taking an awkward bounce and making it eventually work. Will he ever fake this diagonal kickoff? I feel like it's been going to Azapatos' favor so much. This is probably the first time that Caard is actually able to gain control. Not only does he get control, he gets mid and backfield boost. So what is he going to do? Take to the skies, where Azapatos is going to have a really tough time challenging him. And a perfectly executed air dribble bump by Caard. It's going to give him the lead. Wave dash kickoff from Azapatos. He is getting probably a little bit more underneath the ball. As you see his car getting back down to the ground much faster. Caard getting a bit higher on the ball, letting his nose get popped super high up so that he cannot get the quick wave dash. But it doesn't matter, even though he doesn't win the kickoff possession. He eventually challenges and gets his 7th goal. So it's going to be Azapatos who's going to have to continue to win kickoffs. The good news for him is that he has been winning the majority of them, but Caard has actually found a way to escape out to the midfield this time. Quicker, and it's going to be 8-5. Azapatos, yeah, I was going to say, I think we're going to see a forfeit because we saw him kind of let go of the controller. He doesn't want to keep going. So in this matchup, these guys have played a ton so far in this ranked session. Caard is going to get a win, but they queued right back up into each other. So let's go watch this second game between the two of them. The final game in the ranked session between Azapatos and Caard. Caard able to win the previous game. I actually do think Caard had the edge in this session, especially after this last win, but we'll see who gets the final say in this game. Caard getting first possession to start this one off. Azapatos going to be wall dashing his way to try and make something out of this one. He actually is able to undercut Caard. No, he doesn't have possession. He's got to feel good about his position. Caard actually turns this in for a shot attempt. But Azapatos is cutting directly back towards net. That seemed like such a greedy way to defend it. He could have pushed it into the corner, but instead looked to power slide and force it right back into midfield. Was not able to catch Caard out, though, who is going to pop high and can't protect the ball like he meant to. You can see Azapatos air rolling, hoping that his wheels would touch the back wall, but no, he does fall into the net. And he's going to have to continue to try and make the correct defensive play, even though it seems like Azapatos is all over the ball and the ball's on the orange half. It is definitely Caard who is in control. He's going to go for a volley. He cannot score on it, but it's forced Azapatos into the pad sequence. Oh, and it's going to get him killed. You see it. You know, once players are in a tough spot, whenever they go into, I mean, I call it the pad sequence. That's the first time I've ever called it that, but when you see the zero boost defender take the arc of the pads as the person with the ball looks to set up a play, you know they're always going to be in trouble, even if they do manage to get some and make that initial save. And Caard this time around flicks it over the top of him and demos him to add insult to injury. But Azapatos wins this kickoff to tie it right back up, and it's going to be wall dashing his way into the corner here with Caard. He's looking to take control of the possession. Caard's going to do the same thing, diving into Azapatos' corner. It will be Azapatos with the first good attempts that either of them got on this possession. And Caard, who didn't want to accelerate past the play, had to slow down, hit the brakes on his shadow, ends up being in a spot where he can't re-accelerate when Azapatos' shot comes. So if Caard was somehow able to delay his recovery there, it actually would have worked out better. He wouldn't have been forced to completely hit the brakes. Azapatos always looking for an opportunity to get that wave dash off of a 50, and there is the zap dash. He is one of the only people using so well, but I tell you what, it'd be nice if he used it to defend his net or to some actual avail. It's not going to matter. Caard scores on him, and Caard looking to get another kickoff goal. Azapatos sends it off the crossbar, but cannot recover to stop the second attempt. So it will be a 3-2 lead. Nice swing here for Caard. Take control of yet another ranked game. And he's been matching Azapatos' wave dash, getting better and better as time has gone on. This one is resulting in a better position for him. Azapatos, I'm not sure what he was hoping to do. Diving so deep, I mean, zero boost and making flip attacks in this corner. I say a flip attack, meaning He's not just single jumping. He's not just trying to push the ball. He's not just, pressuring with wheels grounded where he's going to be able to recover quickly. He's actually flipping into the ball at a position that will guaranteed get punished if he's not able to win it. So it's actually very surprising to see him do that. It does get him scored on, but he's going to maybe erase that quickly with 2 quick kickoff goals. He's able to get 1. He does steal the boost here. So he's got Caard pinned, or he's hoping to have him pinned. Caard had a choice to either attack early and go all in for a play to push it past, or go back to net. He decided to attack, ended up working out, but it's certainly, I've seen a million different times that players have decided their best chance is to go all in early, and that just gets them outplayed. Look at this shot from Zapatos. This is a crazy shot. We're actually going to watch it again real quick. I want to see what it looks like from Caard's perspective, but it's such a strong shot far away from the wall. And look, it surprises Caard right as he turns off ball cam to go get the boost, because he thinks the ball is far enough away from the wall that Zapatos isn't going to be shooting. Zapatos jumps, comes all the way back out to midfield and makes that shot, which is very surprising, very quick. And when watching it back from Caard's perspective, it's clear why he wasn't able to get that save this time. We once again see another example of a zero boost early challenge as opposed to retreating. Caard felt like his best chance was to just turn and make a play right away. Doesn't always work out. Zapatos able to outplay him and retake the lead. These two have been swinging back and forth. Misplay by Zapatos. He should not have been that out of position on the back wall. Poor touch, and even if he was a little bit lower, that half flip would have stood a chance at saving the shot, but it'd be a tie game. Wave dash kickoff for Zapatos does not lead to anything as Caard is able to lose it into his corner. Full field dribble to reset, and Zapatos predicts that Caard is not going to get any movement on the ball, and he predicts correctly. A dangerous prediction at times, but I was actually, if you watch all the videos, then you remember me giving Nully crap for not, or for always assuming that there was going to be tons of movement, when actually players more often than not are dropping it to be extra safe. Well, Zapatos, he has that read. And he's going to air dribble and demo Caard with 1:15 left to go. It's not quite time to play that possession just yet, that possession game, aka the clock, with this lead. Certainly needs to keep attacking, and he'll make it a 2-goal lead as Caard is forced into a soft and poor save. Zapatos is able to follow up and turn in for a goal. And I've actually seen Zapatos does these fake kickoffs more towards the end of the games. And this is when we used to see a lot of fake kickoffs, even before the meta of faking all the time came about. That was a great cut. Just dribble, cut, goal. And this is why we should see it more often, not just when Zapatos is winning, but I have seen a tendency from him when he's winning late in the game to then start going for those half-flip kickoffs, those complete disregards. But, I wouldn't be surprised to see him start to use them more often, because he's just scoring off of these opportunities. I don't think he faked that one, though. He might have. I forget because I was in the middle of talking about it. But 40 seconds in, you're going to get yet another forfeit. This time, it is Caard forfeiting to Zapatos, who was able to get a win. But I do think the whole rank session was slightly in favor of Feer, a.k.a. Caard. Zapatos and X13 will have to try a little bit next time. But maybe we can get these two in a show match. I actually was talking to them about it. I felt like Zapatos and Caard were going to be a good match even before I saw these ranked games for a show match. So hopefully we can get him in the future. Zapatos couldn't take Yan down. Maybe he can take Caard once I'm back on the show match grind, which is hopefully soon, since now you should be watching this on Sunday. Maybe we'll get Zapatos versus Caard. But either way, thanks for watching the videos as always. If you've been enjoying them, subscribe. If they aren't good enough yet, tell me what I need to do in order to convince you to want to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.